Hi everybody, I'm Jen and this is my video on natural selection. Question number 1. What does fitness mean in evolutionary terms? When it comes to crickets, what does fitness mean? Well, fitness in evolutionary terms means the average number of offspring produced by parents with a certain genetic makeup compared to the number of offspring produced by parents with another genetic makeup. For our crickets, it means surviving long enough to reproduce. In this story, the sneaky cricket survived long enough to reproduce and the calling cricket didn't. So the sneaky cricket had the advantageous characteristics needed to survive long enough to reproduce. Question number 2. Is calling good or bad for crickets? Fitness. Well, it's good because that's how crickets draw their mates, and usually it leads to reproductive success. It can be bad because, like our little guy, it also draws predators. In this case, our little guy drew a bat. Number 3, describe 3 different examples in the cricket story of selection at work, eliminating traits in crickets that do not enhance their survivability. In this story, the sneaky cricket has the advantageous characteristics that allowed him to survive and reproduce, which will produce more sneaky crickets with the same traits. Number 2, less crickets will be reproduced because less callers means less opportunity for the crickets to mate. Number 3, the calling cricket in this story does not have the advantageous characteristics needed to survive to reproduce and is captured by a predator because he continues to chirp and attract the attention, waiting for his mate. Number 4, would you say that natural selection occurring in this story is stabilizing, directional, or disruptive? In my opinion, the natural selection in this story is disruptive. If more and more sneaky crickets reproduce and pass on their traits to their offspring, there will be more and more sneaky crickets that won't chirp for a mate. They'll rely on the calling crickets to draw a mate, with the calling crickets' reproduction becoming less and less, and the sneaky crickets' production becoming more and more. Eventually, there'll be no more calling crickets, and the sneaky crickets will be without a caller for their mate. So unless the sneaky crickets can change their way, in my opinion, they would be extinct. Number 5, in what way is the actual environment itself influencing cricket calling? Well, what we know about the environment is that it's warm and that there are bats in the area. So crickets chirp more and more often when it's warm. But with predators in the area, this could affect their calling, as when there's predators nearby, they get quiet. So anyway, that's my video on natural selection. Thanks for watching, guys.